As you wake up with your all-American hangovers, I know a lot of people are thinking, Alex, please, please, don't give us another depressing video about the future state of America. It's one day after Independence Day, give us a break, let us be happy. Well, happy birthday, America. This one is an optimistic Alex Uncut. What's up, everyone? It's Alex Sigrist. You know me. I have my issues with America, but I want to share a ray of hope with everyone out there who is struggling in despair right now. America is a dark place. Well, the whole world is. But we're an amazing country with an amazing people. No? Amazing peoples. From all walks of life. Black, Hispanic, Asian, Native American, and yes, even us crazy white folk. But I'm going to start today by talking about some of my favorite memories of growing up in America. What makes America great to me? This is why I think it's kind of the greatest country, but it's personal. So here we go. I miss listening to baseball games on the radio in the car with my dad after going to baseball practice, just listening to the ninth inning with 2 outs, batters come on. I miss American barbecues, wherever you're from, south, north, doesn't matter. Hot dogs, bratwurst, hamburgers, steaks with a Diet Coke, or if you're lucky, a Dr. Pepper. Funnel cakes with powdered sugar, chocolate syrup, ice cream, and whipped cream on top at the state fair or the county fair or your favorite amusement park, Cedar Point. Taking long walks with your friends and cousins to the UDF or Dairy Queen or whatever place had that awesome ice cream that you would go get. Summer camps, where you first got to get away from your parents and you just played like the whole day, swimming in the lake, camping out, playing capture the flag, listening to ghost stories. It was just fun. High school sports, high school dances, college life, university life, college sports, watching football, American football, with my family and friends, yelling at the TV because you totally saw that penalty and the ref is just, no pass interference. That is no cutting. Okay, that's just wrong. The open fields, whether it's spacious sports parks with soccer and baseball fields as far as the eye can see in the summertime, or picnic spots that you're not sharing with hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people. Wide open spaces, including the running trails and parks. You can run for miles or whatever, kilometers in the woods. Food. I don't care what you say about how fat Americans are. We're fat because our food is amazing. And a majority of us live in food deserts or are affected by the mass commercialization of high fructose corn syrup so that, big food corporations can make money off of our appetites and diabetes. Okay, so we're not perfect. Just like our people, to be fair. The people are great, but not all the people. But seriously, it really is filled with a lot of people who want the best for America, and we're not all selfish. We want the best for the world as well. A lot of the people you see in the news are assholes. And I'm not going to say that those people screaming freedom and not wearing masks are good people. There are good parts of them, but I don't think they're good people. I mean, I literally saw a debate on Facebook between someone who worked in surgery and some guy. I mean, like literally some guy. And while arguing about masks, that guy told her, the person who worked in surgery, well, I'm sorry, you don't understand how viruses interact with humans, but your lack of knowledge isn't an excuse to enslave a population in fear. People who don't wear masks when they should. People who think vaccines are bad. People who scoff at the idea that global warming might be caused by us. They are stupid, or at least ignorant. People who think that just saying the words Black Lives Matter is a hate crime. People who aren't racist, but I just look at the facts. People who still do not do anything about the police when they are police officers. They don't get the bad apples out of there, and they continue to use weapons of war against protesters. They use disproportionate force against not only black people, but also Hispanics, Native Americans, Asians, and yes, even force against white people that is disproportionate, although currently mostly black people. And those same people who think that just because I ask them to be better, I'm not respecting them. Which, to be fair, if they don't change and to continue looking the other way while pushing over peaceful protesting senior citizens and crack their heads open on the concrete and walk right over them, yeah, those are the people I don't respect. And there's people without science degrees who try to tell us why we're wrong about science, and people who've never left the country who want to tell me how the world really works. Doesn't sound so optimistic. But this video isn't a message for them. It's a message for you, the ones who believe in the greatness, not that America was, but that America could be. The greatness that America never honestly was. And also for the non-Americans who are looking at the USA and thinking like, what on earth is happening? You guys are hopeless. And it does seem that way. Because here's what makes America great. The people inside and outside of our country. We're not that different from the rest of the world. We'll fight oppression even when the current president calls us radical leftists, anarchists, and Marxists because, well, he's never honestly read a book in his life and probably thinks Animal Farm is where Big Macs come from. Despite him, we've stood up for slaves, forced laborers, brought here against their will, eventually. We'll get women the right to vote, again, eventually, and not everyone's fighting at the same time, but we'll change our laws. We'll pass equal rights amendments. We'll protest the Vietnam War. We'll stand up for a woman's right to choose. And we fought for people's right to marry whoever they love, no matter what sex or gender or non-gender you claim to be. Unless you're underage, like obviously not that, but everything else. We'll even raise our voices against forced child marriages across the world. We'll care for people in China who are treated terribly as ethnic minorities, even though we know we're not perfect at it ourselves. And damn it, we're going to say Black Lives Matter. We're going to keep talking to our neighbors about why it's wrong to say that non-white people, Asians, Black people, Hispanics, why we say really articulate for being a non-white person, why that's wrong. We'll stand up for our Asian friends who have been treated like the disposable model minority that they really are in America, because we've let them down, especially during this COVID-19 situation, where the president continues to say things that inspire racism like Kung Flu, which, by the way, if you found that funny, you literally have the sense of humor of an elementary student, because that's like a joke that a 10-year-old would make. Or, if not 10 years old, a racist. And just you watch. We don't love Biden either, but we'll vote for him in November because we know that it means a better life, a better world, no matter how slight, for women, minorities, gays, those suffering from mental health issues, for those who aren't even American, and yes, even a better life for the very people that scream MAGA and White Lives Matter at the top of their lungs. We're not perfect. I started off very much ignorant of the world around me, but through slow and gradual changes, I got better. I still got a long way to go, but I'm getting better, just like a lot of white Americans right now. It's taking time, but we're learning about our imperfect past, and we're coming to terms with it, and while there's still a long way to go, we're getting there. So don't worry, world. We've got fighters fighting the good fight, and fighters learning how to fight. Please be patient. We're America, baby. Hell yeah. We'll be there one day. Just give us some time. Happy post 4th of July. Hope you all had a good one, stayed safe, and even though I know half of you probably didn't, I hope you at least wore a mask while you were out having that amazing American barbecue. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Haseo.